What is up, everybody? Welcome back to 5 Minute Movie Reviews, the show where we review all your favorite movies in 5 minutes or less. Guys, I'm pretty excited today. I know you're tired of hearing me say I'm pretty excited, but I actually am really excited because we're doing something a little different today. We're not talking about a movie, and I know I've talked about TV some before, but this is very different. This is a viewer request by Todd William, who, if you're watching this, you're the best man. For anybody who doesn't know, Todd William has been a fan of the show since day one, always comments on the videos. Seems like a really awesome guy. Haven't met him, but seems cool. And he said that we should review the first episode of Attack on Titan, the very famous anime. And guys, I'll be honest with you, this was a little out of my comfort zone. I've never really gotten into anime. The closest thing was probably Dragon Ball when I was little, but that was basically just because some of my friends like Dragon Ball and I watched the anime with them, and it was pretty good. It was fun. But this is very much new to me. You know, I came into Attack on Titan as kind of an outsider to this type of entertainment. And I'll be honest with you guys, I kind of really liked this episode. Now, that isn't to say that I want to watch more of the show, because I don't really have plans to. Maybe if I get bored later on, I will. But as just kind of a look into this form of entertainment that's really new to me, I actually thought it was really well done. So for anybody who doesn't know, I'm not going to do heavy spoilers. I'm going to talk about some key scenes that I liked. But I'll give you the basic premise of the show, because while I'd seen posters for it and all kinds of stuff like that, I didn't really know what it was about. I know it looked freaky, and yeah, it is very disturbing. This is very much an adult animation for sure. But essentially, it is set in a world where humans are not the dominant species anymore. These things called Titans are. These super freaking creepy, disturbing looking monsters. I don't really know exactly what they are, but they eat humans, and they're massive. And basically, humans have been relegated to living in small communities that are surrounded by these giant walls. And Titans basically control the world. So, and it's about this guy. It's about this kid named Eren, who is the protagonist of the show. And he and his two buddies essentially want to join this group called the Scout Regiment. I think's the name. The Scout Regiment, I think's their name. And it's not really that well defined. But he wants to join this group, and they're basically a military force that travels outside the wall to attack these Titans. Now, him being a small child, I think he's like 12, 13. Very young kid, and he basically is just your average curious kid, right? But he's written very well. You know, he really wants to make a difference. He really wants to see the outside world and have that normal experience. But he's lived his whole life behind these walls, so you can see how this could be isolating for a kid his age. And I really liked him. He's a really engaging protagonist for being so young, and I thought he was well written. There's a really cool scene with him where it establishes his personality and how serious he is about keeping his loved ones safe and doing the right thing. He goes to the gates of this big wall, the walled community that they live in. And the guards at the wall are getting drunk, not taking their job seriously. And he's basically it's very funny. This little kid is getting onto these guards, being like, you guys cannot be drunk. You guys have to be on your A game to fight these Titans. And he gets really, really freaking mad at these guards because they go, yeah, we kind of just hope the walls are going to protect us. We don't really know how we're going to fight the Titans. So he gets really mad at that. And instantly from there, he wants to join this group of protectors that go outside the wall to try to stop the Titans. And that's basically the premise of the show. And I will say, from a technical aspect, I was blown away. The visuals are fantastic. This is beautifully animated. For something so dark and depressing, the visuals are actually kind of beautiful. The color palette is very bright. The show actually starts with a close-up of these blue flowers. It looks beautiful. Of course, somebody gets killed and blood splatters on them. But for a second, it looks really pretty. But yeah, all the animation is really good. The sound design is really well done. I was very surprised by the voice acting. I didn't get to see this in the English dub, so I just saw the subtitled version. And yeah, very good job by the Japanese voice actors. And yeah, I mean, there's not really a ton more to say about this episode. It is very short. It is just the pilot episode of the show. So it runs at about 24 minutes with credits. It ends with a climactic scene of Titans just laying waste to this town, essentially just absolutely demolishing everything and killing everybody. There's a key character who gets killed, and it's just very sad and very surprisingly emotionally resonant. It was very well done and very scary. The show flips tones on a dime very well. That is a plus for the show because, my gosh, it gets pretty disturbing very quickly. The Titans, the way they're animated, the giant toothy grin that they always have while they're biting people in half, it's really disturbing. Like I said, this is not a cartoon for children. This is very much a mature anime. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about it, guys. Attack on Titan, I will say a flaw with it is it's not very accessible to people like me who want to try to get into anime. If you are trying to get into anime after a long time and you're not really used to that type of entertainment, it's not going to win you over like that. But if you are an anime lover, I know all kinds of those people love this series, and I can definitely see why. It's very well done. Am I going to watch more of the show? No, probably not. But as a standalone episode that I got to experience, I really enjoyed it, guys. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Now, I will say this, we do have merch right now, not for a whole lot longer, just got a couple days left on that campaign. So please just continue to support us with that on the links in all of our bio and our social medias. Guys, check out the next review coming out very soon and more podcast episodes as always. I will see you all next time. Bye.